Hey, so you can see over there is a monument to heroes of the Heavenly Hundred. So, and over there is Lviv. It is past 4 p.m. here in Lviv on October 30th. And this building is very beautiful. It is the center for Roman Catholic Church. This is I think the main building either for the whole of Ukraine or for Lviv region of the Roman Catholic Church. Over there you can see downtown. You can see the mayor building of where the mayor is located, and the city council and the city administration. You can see over there is the Ukrainian flag. Beautiful, beautiful Ukrainian flag. Beautiful weather. So the monument to the Heavenly Hundred, this is dedicated to the revolution of dignity. This is what we call it here in Ukraine. And the revolution of dignity began in 2013. This is when the former president of Ukraine, Yanukovych, under pressure from Russia, refused to sign an agreement with the European Union. You can see this beautiful building, and you can see the reflection of sun in the windows there. So the revolution of dignity began because pretty much Yanukovych being bribed, having stolen so much from the Ukrainian treasury. Ukraine was pretty much very close to being bankrupt, and because of Russian blackmail and Russian bribes, he refused to sign an agreement with the European Union. And of course people felt threatened. People felt that Ukraine is in danger of losing its independence and becoming totally dependent on Russia, and actually pretty much becoming essentially a part of Russia. So people rose up, and the events of the revolution of dignity lasted for several months, and at the end Yanukovych was forced to flee Ukraine, and Russia decided to occupy Crimea and occupy eastern part of Ukraine. So this is kind of the open face of what Russia has been trying to achieve for a very long time. They did try to take over Ukraine for many, many years, at least since 2000. This is when their plan had become kind of open, when they decided to try to implement it, and they've been very active since that. Their first big attempt was in 2004, when actually Yanukovych was elected, actually he, he lost barely. He was close to being elected in 2004. So, and then in 2013, it came to a point where Ukraine was partly occupied, and so since that time pretty much Crimea became occupied. Russia built a bridge to Crimea to be able to transport military equipment, and so Russia was working on a strategy which ended in an open aggression, a big-scale war in 2022, in February 24th of 2022. So as you can see, it's Sunday here. It's close to 5 p.m. on October 30th. People are playing basketball. Kids are playing here, and roller skates over there, bikes. So this is a combination of very old part of Lviv and quite modern part of Lviv, with this basketball court having been built here about 2 years ago. In Lviv, there are limitations now of what can and what cannot be filmed, so I need to be careful actually. So anyway, it's unusually warm in Lviv right now. It's almost November, and you can see guys, some of them playing in shorts and t-shirts, so quite warm. I was reading today that it's because of there has been a low pressure here in western and central Ukraine, and so the air from Africa, from Northwest Africa, has been flowing to where we are, and that's why it's been extremely warm. It's a great blessing for Ukraine and for the rest of Europe, because of course this upcoming winter is about survival of Europe. So Russia has been trying to freeze Europe, especially Germany, that they try to make extremely dependent on Russian gas. So, and I was reading, because Europe has been so successful in saving gas. Right now the storages for natural gas are filled almost close to 100%, and tankers carrying LNG gas, really there are about 30 tankers carrying LNG worth $2 billion, and they cannot unload because the storages are full. So recently, this past week, the price of LNG gas fell below zero. It was several $1,000s just very recently, but it fell below zero for the same day delivery. It fell briefly for the same day delivery in Netherlands at the exchange. I forgot the name, but at the Rotterdam, the city of Rotterdam. This is where the futures for gas are being traded, and so the price of natural gas fell very drastically. So anyway, this is brief from Lviv on a warm day on October 30th.